Hey, welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected as the Necromancer. In this episode, we are going to start Hell difficulty. This is going to be pretty terrifying. My last foray into Hell difficulty was well over 10 years ago, so this is going to be a fun time. I don't remember much about this. All I remember is that everything is going to have resistances to the elements. So this is going to be a good time. Now, I was looking at Wahid's skills. I think he can actually carry this now. But first, I suppose we're going to have to sell all of our stuff, so let's go ahead and talk to everyone first.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
Hey, thanks, Wariv. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Charcy.
Hi there. I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Andariel.
Very good. Corrupted by Andariel. This is something we know happens because of Andariel.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
Hey, thank you, Akara. All right, the Den of Evil. Look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogue's camp. That is our first quest of Hell difficulty. So let's go ahead and sell off all of this crap. Make some money, make some lovely monies. What do we have here? 2 to Shadow Disciplines. I don't really need that. That's not necessarily something I need. That can be sold. What else can be sold? We can sell that. 507 defense. That's really crazy town. You know what? I might hold on to that, in all honesty. I think I probably will hold on to that. Because 507 defense is pretty darn good, so I think I will hold on to that. So let's keep that in our stash, because I think we might be using that. What's our defense required? 125 defense. We have 120 strength. So we need 125 strength to use that. Can you use this now? Yes, you can. So now you're at 197 to 503. So you deal a little bit less on minimum damage, but your maximum damage is higher, which is pretty good. So I will gladly take that. I am not going to complain about that. But alright, let's go ahead and get this nonsense started, shall we? This is going to be total hell, as is, you know, hell difficulty and all that craziness. So let's go ahead and have a good time with this. This is going to be absolutely crazy town.
All who oppose me, beware.
This is going to be absolutely crazy town. Oh, these quill rats actually don't have any resistances, which is pretty crazy. I would have expected that they would have some kind of resistance, but I guess they don't. Which is okay, I guess. I'm not going to be upset about the fact that they don't have any resistances. If they did have resistances, we would be in trouble. But they do not, which is a good thing. And I'm quite pleased to see that they do not. But at the same time, even these fallen are leading to issues for us. Why am I not raising skeletons? I don't know why I'm not doing that. I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs like a silly face head man. I'm just kind of existing. The zombies are immune to cold, which is interesting. So we're going to be encountering very interesting resistances to the elements from all of these enemies. So our mages are going to become less and less useful as time goes on because of their resistances to the elements, which is okay. It's really not a big deal. I think we'll be alright regardless. But we're gonna still have a good time with this Templar coat. There's a minion there, so that means we're gonna have a cursed person somewhere around here, obviously. Moon Shield. Good old Moon Shield. Razan is dying a painful death. Razan is dying a very painful death. Can I keep him alive? That would be much preferred. Much preferred if I can keep Razan alive without him dying. But he seems to be dying a painful death, and he died a painful death at the hands of that frickin' Frost Nova, which is not necessarily what I like to see, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, I suppose. I'm not really surprised to see that he died. We're probably going to see a lot of that in this difficulty.
Order welcomes you.
Can I actually revive?
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust.
I can indeed revive him, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I need potions. Hold on a second. I need potions. So let's go ahead and grab some potions here. We can actually buy super healing potions now, which is actually super nice. It costs a lot of money to buy them, though, which is kind of unfortunate. But you know what? I'm not going to complain because we definitely need super healing potions. We definitely need those. So I'm not going to be upset about super healing potions by any stretch. Man, we have a lot of elites just all over the place here, which again shouldn't surprise me. We're in hell difficulty, so if we're dealing with a ton of elites, I'm not going to be surprised. Banebrow, ow, good old Banebrow, extra fast cursed and aura enchanted. That is very, very scary, but at the same time, not all that scary. I think we can manage. I think we can manage okay, somehow or another. Let's go ahead and raise our skeletons into reality here. Get some skeletons into existence. Now, the unfortunate thing, I think, about hell difficulty is that we're going to have a hard time focusing on single groups of enemies. I feel like we're going to be dealing with a lot of just scattered enemy groups, which is not exactly what we want to see, but you know what? It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, I guess. Let's see, what can I grab here? There's a long battle bow there, I don't need that. A plated belt, I don't need that. Full rejuvenation potion, I will take a full rejuvenation potion, though. That I will gladly take. Because I desperately need healing potions. Healing potions are definitely something I desire to have, so I will gladly take all of the healing potions that exist. Hello there, arrows. Oh no, it's Vileburn. He's fire enchanted, mana burn, and extra strong. Yeah, we have to keep in mind that here in Hell difficulty, we're going to be dealing with elites that have a ton of abilities. So we're going to have to be careful. We are going to have to be very careful, because all of these enemies are going to have a lot of powerful abilities. So we're going to have to be quite careful. Gonna have to be very careful before we die a painful death. We only have one more town portal scroll, so I'm gonna have to buy more of those next time we go to the rogue encampment. So let's go ahead and keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and remember that before we forget to do that, and then get caught with our pants down, not having any town portal scrolls. It's not what we want to have happen, so let's go ahead and make sure we buy some of those next time we get the chance. There's a two-handed sword there. A triple-socketed two-handed sword. That's kind of cool. I don't desperately need that, though. A fanatic zombie and a champion zombie. This place is absolutely filled with elite enemies, which is okay, because we get tons of experience points for fighting them. And I am quite pleased to see that. I will gladly take all of the experience points we get for fighting these guys. Because, you know what? That is absolutely a wonderful thing, is the lovely, lovely experience points that we get for fighting all of these elite enemies. I mean, so far, my minions are doing a pretty good job surviving. So that's pretty good, but we are only in the Bloodmoor. So let's not get our hopes too high. Let's not get too confident yet. Because, again, we're in the easiest area of the entire game, so let's not be too confident yet. I mean, I suppose the Bloodmoor exists for you to gain your confidence in terms of how difficult the difficulty is going to be. It's supposed to kind of get you a general idea of what things are going to be like. So there you go. We're doing relatively well so far, so let's go ahead and try to keep this up if we can. Is there somebody in here? Oh, there's a zombie in here. There's a freaking zombie in the house. There's a blasted zombie sitting in the house. A zombie that must die. A zombie that must die a painful death, because I'm not interested in its existence. Now, we're going to go ahead and travel along the walls here. We're going to be doing that in all of these. You guys should be relatively used to that by now, because we're going to be trying to get as much experience as physically possible by going along the walls. So, again, if you've been watching this Let's Play for any length of time, you guys know that's exactly what we like to do. But if for anybody who is just starting to watch this series here in Hell difficulty, that is exactly what we like to do. We like to travel along the walls and kill as many enemies as physically possible, because we want all the experience that we get for fighting these enemies. Because we're definitely going to need all that experience, because obviously we want to level up as many times as physically possible. And we're going to need to level up as many times as physically possible if we have any hopes of actually completing Hell difficulty. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try to level up as many times as physically possible. It's pretty great. Go ahead and raise a couple of Fallen. We don't necessarily need to have Fallen, but you know what? They are relatively powerful here in Hell difficulty, so you know what? I will go ahead and take them. I will go ahead and take some Fallen, because you know what? They are relatively powerful here in Hell difficulty, so I am not going to be upset about them. So there you go. Can you guys go ahead and kill off that Fallen before he causes us significant issues? I would really appreciate you. Kind of pick up that rancid gas. Oh no, it's Flavi. Because it's Flavi, you know that we're going to be encountering the cold plains here. Yeah, go ahead and help me out. Shoot your arrows at the Fallen there, Flavi. Yeah, I'm not gonna be going to the cold plains yet there, Flavi, so don't worry about it. You go ahead and guard your way to the next area, because I'm not interested in going over there yet. So you go ahead and do your thing. You go ahead and guard the next area. Hopefully you don't die while you're guarding the area. That would be super nice. Hopefully you're able to survive. Alright, onward we go. Trying to find the den of evil. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Who's to say where, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be anywhere. I mean, we've already nearly ran around the entire wall, all of the walls here. Where is this quill rat? There you are. I knew I heard a quill rat somewhere around here. The question is, where was it? It was right here. So we have a couple of cold mages, and these cold mages are not coming in useful against these zombies, but that's okay. We're managing anyways. Man, the thorns damage that Razan is giving us is coming in extremely, extremely clutch. It's really causing a lot of issues for our enemies. Pulse Thorn the Slasher, Cold Enchanted, Magic Resistant, and Cursed. I have the power of cursing as well, Pulse Thorn. So you go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your weird cursing thing, because I have the power of cursing as well. And my curse is more powerful than yours. Ha 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 ha. That's an assault helmet. I will go ahead and pick up that assault helmet because it could be sold for a decent amount of money. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go ahead and sell that, because that's what I like to do, is sell lovely, lovely things for lovely, lovely monies. All day long, and twice on Sundays. Because that is the day, that is the holy day. And that is the day where we sell things. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to town here. And sell some things. Well, I suppose we're going to be fighting some enemies first. Fighting some Fallen first before we do anything. And then we'll go back to town while we're still cursed. So let's go ahead and heal our curse. But our curse disappeared by itself. Alright, hello there, Akara. I have some stuff I'd like to sell to you. We have an Ochre Templar coat. 35,000 for that. That's pretty good. 74.16 for that. 50.60 for that. That's pretty good. I will gladly take all of that lovely, lovely monies because, because Lord knows we're going to need all of that money. We're definitely going to need all that money because we're going to be dying lots of painful deaths in this difficulty. I just know we are. There is no doubt in my mind that we're going to be dying a painful death quite regularly in this difficulty. But the good thing is that we are getting lots and lots of precious, precious cash. So we are just kind of replenishing our stockpile of gold just in case it does get to the point where we're dying a whole bunch. We do have the money to spend on reviving our allies, which is exactly what we like to see. Oh no, we're low on skeletons. We're going to need to revive some skeletons here, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. Oh no, I can't do that because of the fact that we shattered that quill rat. Oh right, there's the Den of Evil.
I sense death within this place.
Gargantuan beasts are immune to cold as well, which doesn't surprise me. They have a thick coat of fur. So that does not surprise me by any stretch of the imagination. No, it does not surprise me at all. I am not surprised to see this. Oh no, Fallen Shaman. Fallen Shaman, we have to kill the Shaman or we're never gonna beat these Fallen if we don't kill the Shaman. So can we actually kill the Shaman? Go ahead and kill him off there, Razan. Thank you very much. I much appreciate you. I much appreciate you. Please don't attack me, Mr. Zombie. I would much appreciate you if you didn't attack me, Mr. Zombie. We still have one town portal scroll left, so let's go ahead and remember that we need to buy some. I don't want to forget about that. Definitely don't want to forget about the fact that I have to buy some scrolls. Alright guys, I need you to attack this this shaman. You guys are never gonna kill off all the rest of these Fallen if you don't kill off this shaman. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta kill this shaman. So please do kill this shaman. I would much appreciate it if you guys did that. Alright, let's go ahead and raise some skeletons back. Again, our mages are becoming less and less useful, but you know what? I will gladly still have our mages because occasionally they still come in useful. Even though these resistances to the elements are making them less and less useful. I suppose we can make it work in some fashion or another. I suppose we can make it work somehow or another. Now, if we can kill off all of these zombies, that would be fantastic, because these zombies are just turning into a nuisance. They're just getting in the way. That's really all that's happening right now. They're just getting in the way of attacking my these fallen shaman. I want to attack things directly myself, but it seems like whenever I try to do that, I just lose all my life. So I'm not going to try. I'm just gonna be a cursing mechanism. That's really all I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna be something that curses things. Feel like that would be the smart thing for us to do, rather than actually try to directly attack things. Because directly trying to attack things is gonna lead to our demise, I feel like. So let's not do that. Let's actually try to survive. Because if we die, all of our minions die, and we don't want all of our minions to die. That would be an unfortunate thing to have happen. So let's actually try to survive. That would be perfection. Hello there, zombie. Hello there, zombie. Just gonna go ahead and annihilate you with the power of thorns damage, as well as curse damage. It's pretty great. Again, I would probably be using amplify damage, but the problem is that amplify damage's radius is so abysmally low that it just doesn't seem to be worth it. I kind of like Decrepify for the simple fact that it's got a radius of 5 yards. Amplify damage only has a radius of something like 3 yards, I think. 2 yards. It's even less than that. So amplify damage would make it so my enemies take more damage from thorns. But I don't know. Well, hold on. Let me experiment with this. Let me experiment with this for a second here. Let me see if amplify damage is going to come in more useful than Decrepify. Let me just experiment. Let me just experiment with this theory. Let me just experiment with this and see if I can use amplify damage for a little while. Again, I don't like the fact that it has such a low radius, but I feel like we could... Yeah, I don't like the fact that it has such a low radius. That's really the only thing that's causing me issues, is that it has such a low radius. I'm having to curse, like, individual enemies more often. What's its duration? Its duration is a whole 8 seconds, though, which is actually pretty good. What's Decrepify's duration? Decrepify's duration is only 5.2 seconds, so its duration is longer than Decrepify. So that's the good thing about Amplify damage, is that it increases the amount of damage that our enemies take to Thorns damage. So realistically, Amplify damage would probably be a better option to go for than Decrepify. So I feel like that might be something we want to go for, is Amplify damage. So I think that is what I'm going to go with. My minions are taking more damage, but at the same time, so are my enemies. So I feel like this would probably be a better option. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh no, I forgot to buy Town Portal Scrolls. No, I did the exact thing I told myself I wouldn't do. God damn it. Oh well, we'll find more. We'll find another one. We'll find another one at some point. We'll find another one at some point. It'll take us a while probably, but I'm pretty confident we'll find another one. I am relatively confident we'll find another one at some point. I mean, we are only in Act 1, so... Yeah, don't... Oops, wrong curse. Wrong curse. I'm so used to using Decrepify that I'm just kind of automatically going for Decrepify. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and raise a couple of minions here, just so these Fallen Shaman have less things to actually raise. But now that I need Town Portal Scrolls, I'm probably never gonna find any. I mean, as soon as I say, like, hey, you know, I mean, I'll probably find Town Portal Scrolls eventually. But now that I say that, I'm probably never gonna find any. It'd be super nice if I found just one. All I need is one. All I need is a single Town Portal Scroll, but again, as soon as I say I need them, I'm probably never going to find him. But you know what? That's okay. I think we can survive. I think we can manage just fine as long as we maintain... Oh no, it's Corpse Fire. Spectral Hit, Cursed, and Mana Burn. My Iron Golem is dead. Yes, I kind of expected that to happen. And so is... Okay, I'm going to have to go back to town. Give me just a second here. Okay, so now let's actually take on this group of enemies now that we actually have town portal scrolls instead of being caught without town portal scrolls and then losing our entire life. That's not necessarily what we desire to have happen, so let's actually do this with town portal scrolls and the ability to save our minions should they get close to death. Because that's exactly what we need to do. We need to save our minions should they come close to death. Which is exactly something that seems to be happening, is getting close to death. Did we kill Corpse Fire? Is Corpse Fire dead? Were we able to kill him? I actually don't know. I can't remember if we were able to kill him. I would certainly hope we were able to kill him. But there's no guarantees of anything as of now. We're just going to have to go on down there and see if we did kill him. It does look like we killed him. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now we've just got some zombie minions to take care of. Which should be relatively simple to do, I would like to think. They're just some simple zombie minions. But zombie minions by themselves are kind of scary. Because zombies by themselves are kind of scary. But as long as we're able to just slowly, one by one, pick away at them, we'll be able to get to this fallen shaman, too. Which is exactly what we like to see. Yeah, so I'm liking Amplify Damage as a means of cursing my enemies. I like the whole idea of the fact that it increases the amount of Thorns damage my enemies take. So I feel like that's what we're going to be going with, is Amplify Damage going forward. Again, its radius is terribly low, but again, its mana cost is relatively low as well, so I'm able to use it as many times as I want to use it. I have 303 mana, so I can keep on cursing as many times as I feel like doing it. So it's really not a big deal if I have to keep doing that. Again, its duration is a whole 8 seconds, so I suppose it works out. And the good thing is that I can use Decrepify on bosses. And because Decrepify is very useful against bosses. I mean, it came in particularly useful against Bale, if you guys recall. I mean, it totally crippled Bale. So I feel like that's what we'll probably be using against bosses, is Decrepify. And Amplify Damage against other basic enemies. So that's probably what we're going to do. Hey there, Experience Shrine. I will take your existence, Mr. Experience Shrine. Monsters remaining 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill off these remaining enemies. And it should be these guys here. There's still one more remaining. I don't know where it is, but it's got to be somewhere. Who's to say where, man? I certainly do not know. There's still one more remaining. Where is it? Where is this remaining enemy? Is it going to be a zombie? That's the question. Nope, it's a gargantuan beast. It's a blasted gargantuan beast. Gosh darn it, man. Why do you have to exist, gargantuan beast? Why do you have to exist? Hooray!
Is that enough to earn the rogue's trust?
And there's a town portal scroll right there. Alright, well that takes care of that. That clears out the Den of Evil. That actually wasn't too awfully terrible. Our first journey into the into Hell difficulty is going relatively well so far, which is good. Let's go ahead and talk to Akara, and then we'll get the waypoint to the Cold Plains, and then we will call the video a success. So let's go ahead and talk to Akara real quick.
You have cleansed the Den of Evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Hey, thank you, Akara. And I will use that free, I think I'm going to use that free skill to upgrade Amplify Damage, in all honesty, just so I can increase the radius of it.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
I certainly will help you destroy her. Now the good thing also is that because I leveled that up only once, it's 2.6. It's a 0.6 more radius in yards, and it's also 3 whole more seconds longer in its duration, which is actually super nice. So that's gonna be particularly helpful. But okay, let's go ahead and head on over to the Cold Plains and annihilate the waypoint, as in grab the waypoint, and then we shall continue on ever forward. Continue on ever forward through the Cold Plains and make our way to the burial grounds. Hello there, Cold Plains. Can I grab your lovely, lovely waypoint? There you are. Fantastic. Alright guys, so that is where I'm going to call today's video. So thank you for watching this first episode of Hell Difficulty. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we journey through the Cold Plains and make our way to the burial grounds, where we shall take on Bloodraven and do some other stuff beyond that. And as always guys, I really appreciate you watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.